As for the synthesis side of things, it's a trade-off between the CPU and the disk. So we'll run a lot of samplers, or we'll try and consolidate them down and split them over the keys per song, or you may even change patch halfway through a song, depending on what you need to do. I'm speaking for myself. I've got a 49 key Axiom, and they're called Radius. The Radius is a great synthesizer. It has the power right up through you all know of the Virus TI and all the rest of it. It's Korg's version of that. So you can go nuts in it. You can get right in. I haven't gone totally into the thing. I know it's capable of a lot. But the good thing is, the stuff that I'll do on the computer, the modelling of the synthesis in the computer, you can replicate it pretty close in the hardware, and with the voices and all the rest of it, and then the audio comes out of that into your effects. So for us, we use Amplitude, Guitar Rig, a lot of EQ and compression stuff. Use the saturator quite a bit, an erosion unit, so to grit up things. Us as Antiform personally are sort of into a bit more of a grittier sound as such, so you won't sort of hear the clean sounds coming out of us. It's just our choice.
So you're using that Radius to model sounds that you might have originally created in the studio on a completely different instrument, but for the live
super saws and so detuned saws. The cool thing is you can actually stack as well, so you can just layer them up. It's kind of like Unison, but you've got a bit more control. You're not just replicating. You sort of you stack multiple layers. The oscillators. Sawtooth's quite a good one, and square wave down low. So set that out and then put that out through a bass cabinet or a guitar cabinet. It's basically, give it too much resonance, and the guitar cabinets love it. That's how we sort of do things. Then there's the whole sampling thing, which so if you're talking, I've got some tracks where we've got strings in them, so you just need to layer a nice pad of strings over the top of the keys. So I'll change between bass, and then I'll go, I've got some strings in this song, so I'll play those. Try to keep it fairly simple, because when you're dancing around on stage and being a mad bastard and your hands are sweaty, changing.
Don't need it too complex.
It gets quite complicated. So you just know your chords and know your fingers going to slip all over the place and that. So that's the core rundown of it. As I said, we've got Sam and Cam on board as well. Sam, we've just bought this actually. It's a Pod X3 Live. It's a Line 6 product. We've been using to doing this album. We've been using a lot of Amplitude. Metal, fully into the Metallica guitar thing and all the rest of it. It's great, but it's very, very CPU hungry, especially when you Berryme's using 12 cabinets, just for the main guitar in it. So stack up on stack up on stack, resampled. Reload running out of CPU, so you can't take that on the road. So we're like, how the hell are we going to replicate this? The big fat guitar modelling sound, and the Line 6 product came through really well. In fact, I did a direct comparison between the two, and it's I was kind of like, it's not going to do it as well as Amplitude, but it actually sounded about a third better in the quality. You can almost hear the compression in the software version. It's real subtle, and it takes ages to sort of pick up on that stuff, but it's kind of like you listen to it for 8 months solidly, and you pick it up, and then you take 8 months off and you can't hear shit. But so yeah, the great thing with the pedal, apart from the modelling, is, and we've actually just switched, we're going to buy another one, is you get the Pod Farm software plugin, which is the same high quality algorithm. We're not sponsored, by the way. Same high quality stuff, and you can do it all in your DAW, and then you can download exactly what you've done straight into the pedal, unplug the pedal. The pedal puts out the same sound as what you've been doing, and that works awesome. And you still got you get stomps and control and all the rest of it. So
offloads all that processing.
Yeah, totally. So it's like we were looking at getting a laptop for Sam, and then loading Amplitude up, and then having another MIDI switch, and then having the laptop on stage, and stressing about people spilling drinks on it, and all that other shit that goes with it. And now it's just like, you can just have one thing that does all the rest of it, and it's less stuff to carry. It's just one thing.
And you don't have to take a cabinet and a head with you.
Yeah.
Instead, if you want to go,
go
proper full guitar setup, it just basically replaces your cabinet and